Welcome back, everybody, to The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker HD.
Aw, yeah.
You
Looking
have
all
to
over
start
these
every part
winters.
with that.
I do. I got to. It's in my contract.
There's a contract for this
You know?
bullshit.
Yeah. So yeah, there was a lot that they just flashed by in this. But yeah, this is.
This appears to be stuck in time.
Isn't that a song?
Back in Time is a Sonic R song.
Wasn't that also I forget, Back to the Future song?
Perhaps?
So this is the only place in the entire game where they have these rotating triangle blocks.
Can I just say, fuck this whole thing?
Really? Because it's not...
Not because
I
it's
thought it was
that particularly hard, it just takes forever.
Oh. I felt it was underutilized, to be honest.
My overall rating of this game would be much lower if there were more puzzles like this.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it helps that it's in a silent area that's entirely gray, which is like that for a point. But that's covered in the upcoming section.
That it is. And I also rotated it too far. Fuck. See, this is the fucking problem. I rotate it too far and it's just like, god damn it. So yes. So yes, triangular puzzles. You have to rotate shit.
Which was friggin' awesome on the GameCube. Are you kidding me? Like, they couldn't... They really... It would have been kind of difficult to do that on the N64.
So Link is currently being blinded by the light. Just all the song references today.
Yeah. Indeed. Although I don't know if there's any songs about hidden staircases under statues.
We can make up one.
According to, from what I understand, that statue is Link from Ocarina of Time.
From what I understand, which is upon mounds of complete bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, look at the dude's paint. I never noticed that texture on the floor before.
Okay, this is a good idea.
Well, Master Sword never...
We have established in the past that doing this is always a good idea.
He needs it.
I can't see shit! What the fuck?
Man, this is... Oh, something's happening.
Oh, we're no longer stuck in the 50s.
Yeah. What color TV was what, like 1970 or whatever?
It was available in the 50s
Yeah.
if you had like $60 bajillion.
And like a furlong, a square furlong of room for it.
Kind of like a Kinect.
Except the Kinect is literally the exact opposite issue. Kinect doesn't take much of space. But it's you who needs the space.
So,
Hey, we got
only
the
good
sword.
can come of this, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, we were set out on this task. We have the Master Sword, and surely nothing can go wrong.
No. If you were to look, behind each of those knights is a stained glass window of dudes.
But I kind of just want to play the game.
Yeah. Not look at the little details that they snuck in. Now, this is probably one of my favorite sequences in the entire game.
And here, you're going to see the grappling hook and the boomerang get used quite a bit. Because you can use the grappling hook to take enemy stuff. And, of course, the boomerang can be used to stun enemies.
Indeed. But there's always that counter.
Yes.
Also, you can totally get them to hit each other.
Yes. I think that happens a couple times.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a viable strategy just to win, but, you know, it's good for that extra little hit.
Yeah, so 3 enemies like that, or 4 enemies or whatever, I was clearly no match, but, one of these guys, no problem.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, now he's gonna karate you while wielding a shield. How cool is that? Nope. That was a bit of an AI failure, huh?
A little bit, yeah. The AI just kind of derps sometimes. So, I hope you're ready for like 10 minutes of this.
It's not... It's probably not the most fun sequence to watch, but it is a very fun sequence to play.
Just because strategery.
Yeah, you can be strategic about it. Combat in the game is super fun. Like, you gotta remember, the biggest thing holding this game back was the art style. Another strategy for this is just running around shooting dudes with the bow and arrow.
You could do that if you're good at aiming that shit properly.
Right, I forgot the Bogobin's eyes glowed.
These are Moblins, yo.
Moblin. I don't know. The names are so weird.
Alright, now to get my revenge on these people for ganging up on me earlier.
All I know are Darknuts and Deku Babas. If you do it right, if you do the right counter move, it'll take care of his. It'll take off his helmet.
Yep, just like that.
Oh, holy shit! I didn't know that they could pick up other weapons.
Duh.
That's pretty cool.
This is where the boomerang comes super useful.
Yeah, especially when you just clock him in the head with that.
Whack.
Did that guy just throw a boomerang at me?
See, it doesn't stun them because it hits them. It stuns them because they're confused about why using a boomerang.
I mean, there's a lot of issues with the Legend of Zelda Boomerang. Like, in real life, boomerangs, if they hit anything, don't come back. But they are supposed to be weapons. Yeah, and if you try and leave during this section before killing absolutely everyone, the game's like, nope.
Nope. This is a big ol' shield thing that goes up. It's just like, nope. Whack!
That was pretty good.
This is combo tactics with the boomerang.
Damn! I love how impressive these fights can get. But
What really
it's
hampers
almost...
it in close quarters, and really no game can get this perfectly right, is the fucking camera.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because if you don't have it acting like a physical body, then it gets, goes into the world geometry.
And it's just like, what?
Hell, even then, you can get into world geometry if you try hard enough. Just gonna... Oh, you almost got it.
He didn't even notice my shit.
Like, oh. It's like, oh, must have been one of them super mosquitoes again.
No, it was the wind.
the clanking wind.
That's the sound that wind makes.
Jesus, that's an old reference. It's hard to believe that series started like 5 years ago. No, 7 years ago.
7 years ago, yep.
Jeez. Hey, magic.
Because I'm totally gonna need every bit of magic. Deku Leaf Strength? Why would I... Never mind.
What is this? A speed run?
A speedrun would have been done in the game by now.
I can't help but... Yeah. I can't help but feel that there's a few more guys in this one than there were in the original.
See, I have no comparison for this.
It just feels like there's just a bunch of dudes wandering around down there. I'm sure this room is just like... Throw as many enemies in the room as we can. Well, that was weird.
Took 2 tries to get the fucking helmet off?
Yeah. This confirms it. You're getting all their items out of their faces.
Yep. Even though a Knight's Crest is on their, waist. Just get them right out of their face.
Can't you see the Knight's Crest on them? Yeah, you can see it on them when they're...
Yeah, they're totally around their waist, yo.
It disappears.
So, there's a thing that you can get once you nab 10 Knight's Crests.
This is where you're gonna get most of them.
Yes. This is where you're gonna get the majority of them. And that Darknut just gave 0 fucks as I killed him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, whatever. I already owed money on my condo anyway.
400 rupees a month? What is this shit?
Ganon doesn't pay us enough. Doc. And the guys next to him's like, eh. I'm just gonna briskly walk this way.
The real strategy here is try taking them out one at a time.
Yeah.
Of course, as you saw earlier in the encounter, that there are situations where you're pretty much forced into fighting multiple enemies at once.
And it can be done. You just gotta be attentive to what's going on.
Or just combo their shit with the boomerang.
Yeah. Or just combo their shit with the boomerang.
Alright, let's try something here. Whack!
Throwing your sword always works. It's like, dude! Dick move! Throw your sword at me? That's... Do you not understand how swords work?
It did damage, did it not?
Yeah. The skull necklaces are also, for a side quest.
They are also valuable. They're actually for a pair of side quests.
They are.
but one of them you need significantly more than the other.
Indeed.
Alright, is this the last guy? I would hope so. Because we have to fucking talk about this for 10 minutes.
I do love the combat music.
There we
Yep,
go.
that was the last
That
one.
was the magic bullshit.
It honestly looks worse in this one because in the original game it was the light ball of Sears, whatever, that they usually do, because it was a GameCube title. But this was just like textures. I don't know. I don't know.
I
what I'm
could
talking
go
about.
out that way, but there would be some more magic bullshit blocking my progress that we will not be able to break until way
yeah.
later in the game.
Absolutely.
So we have ourselves a Master Sword. And now we do the hardest thing ever, and that's getting in the fucking boat.
Gotta leave the water city.
Of stuff.
There's Hyrule.
And this is not even sugar-coated.
Yeah.
That's not even worth spoiler pants. Like, seriously.
Not really. Jeez, spoiler pants. It's one thing. One of my few like artistic criticisms, because I really like the art style of the game, is that all the aesthetic of Hyrule Castle and all the places is more of an Arthurian thing, but that Tower of the Gods almost has a combination like Nordic Mayan type feel to it, does it not?
Kinda, yeah, I can see that. Those are just too dissonant.
No, it just doesn't fit the theming, and I understand it's magic and
It's magic bullshit.
We're talking about a tower that literally rose up above rose up to the top of the ocean from on top of Hyrule Castle, but whatever.
And then Link just kind of went whack face first into it.
Yep.
It was great. It was pretty good.
It was rather hilarious indeed.
You lost your shit because you completely forgot about that.
I did completely forget about it. Man, that was a lot of sailing.
Yes, it was.
I don't know, people found it tedious. I didn't mind the sailing too much.
Well, there is a thing that will make things less tedious. But, I will mention that when it comes up, which will be a few parts from now. It's a letter from Grandma.
Aww. Alright, what can be in here? Well, we already know.
It's a fairy fountain, you dumb shit.
I really like the design of these fairies. They are much better than the GameCube one. The pink-haired vine chick.
And so, this fairy fountain will give us an upgrade to our wallet. We are now at our max wallet size of 5,000 rupees.
Which we're going to need.
Not really.
Really?
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 Really? It's something exclusive to this port that makes a certain quest not be as much bullshit.
It's still pretty bullshit.
It's kind of bullshit, but it's less so.
And we sail some more.
Yes.
It's actually rather relaxing.
And just be glad I'm actually speeding it up.
Nope, just leave it in. No editing whatsoever. It doesn't need it. It's just a let's play.
And then these videos where I'm like traveling everywhere, these would become like 45-minute videos. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, jeez.
So we have a submarine encounter with a bunch of moblins.
Just gonna throw my lantern down on this wooden submarine.
Yeah, that makes sense. Right?
Oh, jeez, he still managed to get a hit in. But he killed his friend.
I didn't even notice that. So yeah, the boomerang is super useful. I'm gonna keep reiterating this.
It is a pretty good boomerang.
This is pretty good. Alright, the only reason I went after these moblins in here is because I wanted skull necklaces, which I managed to grapple hook all of them, I think. You could completely skip this bullshit by not fucking up the ropes here. But I just wanted to have something I could... a situation where I could just concentrate on doing this. This is still a very underused mechanic that I approve of.
Yes. Especially in the game series at large.
Shit. Fucking shit.
Well, damn. And I mean, I guess you could justify in that the more recent titles have all had Link as an adult. But
let's see. The only title that I can think of off the top of my head that had any rope swinging at all besides this game is Skyward Sword.
And Skyward Sword was just so up in its ass with the previous game references.
So, by the way, that rope over there on the right, if I remember correctly, you completely do not need it.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that torch puzzle solved itself.
By you just entering the place.
It's like, oh, yeah, he's good.
And in here,
give him.
we find ourselves another treasure chart.
Oh, yeah, treasure charts. Oh, that was a yawn.
That was a failure, was what that was.
Yep.
So, as we're recording commentary for this part, how far I am ahead on recording footage for this, we're coming to the point where we're gonna start going through all those treasure charts, and that will be hell to edit. Absolute hell.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh man, that was close.
That was a pretty close call there.
But we made it to what is this?
This is someplace. All the islands have names. I can't fucking remember any of them off the top of my head.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember which one this is.
Well, it's a star shape, so...
Yeah.
We're bad at this shit.
Yeah, we're not very good. Man, I remember these guys way back in Dungeon 1.
I remember when these guys were a challenge.
Now it's like, oh, I got the Master Sword. Now the Master Sword has has a longer reach than the first sword you get, And I think it also does 1 more damage.
Sounds about right.
And then later on,
Stuff will happen.
and it gets even longer reach, and I think does 2 more damage.
It gets even more confident.
It's actually part of the story.
It's pretty significant. So this is just a big ol' enemy encounter room.
Indeed it is. Coming from the Fang Caves.
Of some place.
It's actually rather reminiscent of the Ice Cavern in Ocarina of Time.
Whack.
Man, just all the time in this part.
Just all the enemies hitting each other. And now what will we get for our efforts?
Surely it couldn't be a treasure chart.
I don't remember, actually.
It's been so long. It's been like 3 months.
It's been a few months since I recorded this part. So we're gonna find out together, yo.
Better that than a year.
That's true. That is true. And we have ourselves a piece of heart! It's our 7th one.
It's been a long time since we got one of those.
We're gonna start getting them heart pieces kind of rapid fire very soon.
Relatively speaking, of course, because it's been several months.
Back in the fucking boat.
We must continue on.
And now we're actually coming up to a very familiar spot.
Oh man, what could this mean?
That instantaneous shift to night.
Yeah, I like how it shifted today while you're sailing. It's like, oh, it's got to be night here.
It just
Otherwise,
it has to be night.
Well, they're shooting at something.
And look at me just cruising along.
So on the side, there are these cannons that you got to shoot out.
Uh-huh.
And that door. My first playthrough, managed to trick the cannons into shooting out the door.
That's great.
So I didn't know what to do.
That's
I was a
great.
stupid kid. But man, the story's coming full circle.
It's coming full circle. And we're gonna figure out what this means next time.